Bankuli holds exclusive screening preview of Afrobeats documentary, Chronicles of Afrobeats. The exclusive screening of Chronicles of Afrobeats held on Tuesday, November 20th at Ebony Live VI Lagos, curated by Abisagbola Oluseun John, professionally known as Bankuli. The project documents Afrobeats in a detailed 7-part series featuring over 200 personalities who shared knowledge and discussed the growth of the genre. The event attracted industry figures such as Don Jazzy, Tiwa Savage, City Q, Abel, and Ayo Maff, and music followers who wanted direct insight into Bankulli'S work and the evolution of Afrobeats. In an exclusive interview with HIPTV, Bankuli said Afrobeats is one of the fast-rising music genres around the world, stressing the need to document stories about the sound, especially now. Speaking on the journey of the 8-year documentary process, he said,
Well, we are here for Chronicles of Afrobeat screening preview. Afrobeat is one of the fastest growing music genre around the world. And it makes sense for us to continue to begin to protect, preserve, and archive our stories. And the players, they are still alive. It is not when people are no more that we'll be running around to try and get stories that we could have, put together. And of course, educational purpose, history. And the best way is just to put it together.
He added that the documentary highlights not only mainstream artists, but the people who work behind the scenes, noting that their stories remain truth and must be documented. Pop culture curator Ayomide Tayo, who featured in the documentary, shared his thoughts on being part of the project. He stressed the importance of such work, saying there is a need to create such stories with accurate accounts of how they happened.
The documentary is not just about interviewing or speaking with artists, also people that are behind the scene. I mean, people that are putting their sweat and blood. There's so many of them. A lot of them are not even making anything, a dime back from it. Some of them are even switched to other jobs, but at the end of the day, their stories remain truth, and it has to be captured no matter what.
Media and PR strategist and entertainment entrepreneur Dami Adenuga praised Bankuli for developing the documentary and ensuring outsiders do not narrate local stories.
I'm here because of our culture, our music, our lifestyle, which is Afrobeat. And shout out to Bankuli for putting this together, for telling our stories, not allowing the white people to be telling our stories.
On the relevance of Afrobeats documentaries, he said,
I think one of the things that I think why it's relevant is we are still talking about Fela today just because Fela was able to document a whole lot of his activities. Sometimes you see Fela 1 hour, 2 hours attending to media, people talking, medias you don't know, and all of that. So storytelling is very, very important because decades to come, these are the things that people need to know about. And one thing about storytelling or documentary is the fact that it tells the real story. Yoruba will say, "Tí ọmọ ò bá gbọ́ ìtàn, ó máa gbọ́ àrọ́bá. Àrọ́bá dẹ̀kẹ̀rẹ̀, bàbá ìtàn." You understand? So that is our history about our heritage and our culture.
Here are the highlights.
Well, I mean, the truth is there's always this missing link. People tend to look at their history from when they were born, and then everybody have different misconception of how they think the history of our music is, and everybody names it whatever they want to name it. And then you can also understand that even companies or music platforms that want to really want to work with our music here, sometimes the biggest question is your statistics, and the numbers sometimes don't add up. But it's always necessary to trace it back to where it started from, because documentation is what gives you you getting into the right room, and also it builds our hearts for the younger ones who will come in to understand the history of our music and where we're going to. I feel like there's so many history, and everybody have the different perception of how the music is. Well, people are allowed to have their own opinion, but I think documentation just gives an edge. It opens up our hearts, and then most especially it elevates the numbers, and it grows the music industry as well.
It's always good to keep history, and if you don't keep records of what will happen, what has happened in the past, the new ones might just hear the history, but they won't get to see it. So keeping these records is going to help the new ones that are coming, the new Afrobeat legends that are coming to follow up and get inspired. I'm proud to be one of the people that contributed to Afrobeat. All my guitar contributions, co-productions, and all have been the reason why Afrobeat is relevant today and it's being recognized worldwide. And the Chronicle of Afrobeats, the soundtrack, this is how Bankuli got it. So I was doing freestyle on Instagram. He listened to it, he heard it, and said, please, that sound, can you send it to me? So I had to restructure it properly and send it to him. That's the soundtrack, the intro for this whole documentary. So I'm proud to be part of this project. Congratulations, Bankuli.
Oh, my worship was impressive, you know. It's not easy for you to like chill and sit down to write all those things, you know, documenting on all those things, the stories about the icon, the legend, and all that. When I watched it tonight, was like beyond my expectation. Big up Bankuli, on.
Well, Nigeria, we don't have good documentation of works, of documentation of events. If you say, let's take a look at the documentary of Juju music, for instance, I don't know anywhere that I can find one. But documentation for Afrobeats 2025 is very good. We say congratulations to Bankuli for putting up a good job about this documentary.
Hey, like you said, if you don't document it, Chinese people will come and document it for you.
And they speak Chinese.
They speak Chinese and now subtitle. Do you want that?
No.
Well, Bankuli, good job. Great job.